Nếu như vậy thì không bấm ra được cái nốt này. Em có thấy được cái nốt của anh không? Hay là em không thấy? Của cái anh dùng hai màn hình, nhưng mà cái màn hình này cái màn hình là cái presenter view. Em thấy được slide đúng không?
Tí nữa mình mới share slide anh ạ. Vâng.
Anh biết là anh thử rồi, anh thử.
Các bạn đang share slide của bạn trước.
Hôm bữa Hạnh nó slide là cũng khá là dài, để anh coi anh có làm được trong bao phút không? Hy vọng là sẽ được trong bao phút. Nó nhanh.
If this is all, I won't complain. Just let me love you all the same. Don't walk away, please don't let go. I love you more than you can know. I came to town, not sure what for. The snow was quiet near the square. She walked with me and said my name, but kept her heart just out of frame. She had a way of standing still, like time around her lost its will. She spoke so soft I barely heard, but in her eyes I caught a word. Not love, not hope, not anything.
Người thì mới có một tay của Invest.
Something close to everything.
Mình sẽ đợi một chút đến đây để các bạn gặp nhé. Tất cả các bạn ở đây muốn là sinh viên.
We sat in silence, not alone. The world outside
Ai đang đi làm
was
có thể chia sẻ với chị hoặc là nhắn vào group chat nhé. Ai là sinh viên một hoặc ai đang đi làm hai nhé.
She spoke so soft I barely heard, but in her eyes I caught a word. Not love, not hope, not anything, just something close to everything. We never kissed, we never tried, but still she stayed somewhere inside. She spoke so soft and now she's gone, but something in me still holds on. No promises, no last goodbyes, just her reflection in.
Các bạn tham gia hôm nay ở đây chắc là đều học tài chính cả. Và ai mà trái ngành thì sang finance không? Các bạn ở đây đã có dự định đi du học hết chưa? Có đang tìm hiểu ở trường nào chưa nào?
I still save your favorite chair. Talk to you like you are there. The days feel quiet, kinda wrong. It's been too still since you've been gone. You knew just what to say to me. Hey. Now silence fills the space you leave.
Chào các bạn mới tham gia nha.
The cafe down the street, they ask if you're still on your feet. I smile and nod, then walk away. Can't better tell them you won't stay. You were the truth I leaned upon. It's hard to stand now you are gone. Since you're gone, the light feels dim. Feels like the world forgot to spin.
Không biết là các bạn ở đây đang có dự định đi du học chưa? Này các bạn có câu hỏi gì cho các giả của chúng ta không nhỉ? Có câu hỏi gì các bạn đừng ngần ngại nhắn vào box chat nha. Đến cuối giờ chị sẽ giúp các bạn đọc.
Stories close to mine. You lived in me and that's just fine. But you're not here. Just static sounds inside my ear. We used to talk till morning came. Now every call just feels the same. I wait alone, don't know what for. This isn't love, not anymore. Late night calling, but no reply. I'm just speaking to the sky. Tried to let you go before, but I keep coming back for more. Your number stays burned in my phone. Still feels like I'm talking alone. We had a spark that didn't last. Now I'm stuck living in the past. I know you're gone, but not all the way. You haunt my nights and fade by day. inside my gut. Tried to end it, said I might, but I still miss you every night. Last goodbye, I swear it's true. Still I whisper back to you.
Các bạn Hồ có chia sẻ là chúng ta tìm hiểu về cơ hội nghề nghiệp trong ngành finance và có thể được apply học bổng trong thương mại. Em tốt nghiệp ngành kế toán chứng khoán và đã làm trong một năm rồi. Em cũng đang theo đuổi MBA Australia từ 2,5 năm. Câu hỏi này thì chúng ta sẽ đến chương trình và chị sẽ giúp chút Hồ hỏi học giả học bổng Chevening của chúng ta nha. Đây, ta có rất nhiều bạn đang đi làm rồi đúng không?
Smiled like nothing changed. I stood alone, it felt so strange. No storm, no fight, no last goodbye. Just silence where her voice would lie. I never asked her why she left. Just learned to live with what was left. She chose to see.
Ok các bạn ơi, bây giờ cũng đã đến giờ rồi và chị xin phép được bắt đầu buổi workshop ngày hôm nay của chúng ta nha. Và một lần nữa thì Du học Index xin gửi lời chào đến tất cả các bạn sinh viên. Và chị là Thanh Hà, host của chương trình hôm nay. Và buổi workshop hôm nay, học giả Chevening Chỉ Lối ngành Finance, hướng đi nào để được săn đón thời AI, là workshop sẽ nằm trong chuỗi pre-event hướng đến triển lãm du học quốc tế của Index. Và cho chị xin 1 phút quảng cáo nhé. Thì triển lãm du học quốc tế của Index với sự tham gia của hơn 10 quốc gia và gần 30 các trường đại học thì sẽ được tổ chức vào ngày 30 tháng 10 tới đây. Và nếu mà bạn nào mà muốn được mentor 1-1 này, lắng nghe thông tin về những cái học bổng lên đến 100%, hoặc là gặp gỡ, lắng nghe kinh nghiệm săn học bổng từ đa dạng các ngành nghề đến từ các học giả Chevening, hoặc là thậm chí là trải nghiệm văn hóa ẩm thực của các quốc gia, thì đây chắc chắn là sự kiện mà các bạn không thể nào bỏ lỡ được. Thì ban tổ chức cũng đã gửi link đăng ký fair vào trong box chat rồi, và bạn nào quan tâm thì có thể đăng ký ngay tại đây nhé. Ok, thì bây giờ chúng ta sẽ quay lại với chủ đề chính ngày hôm nay là workshop học giả Chevening Chỉ Lối ngành Finance, hướng đi nào để được săn đón thời AI. Và các bạn thân mến, chị đã có được một cái số liệu này khá là hay ho từ Bradford, là các ngành như là fintech này, dữ liệu lớn này, blockchain hoặc tài chính xanh thì đang rất là khát nhân sự, và họ sẵn sàng chi trả những cái mức lương khởi điểm từ 32.000 đến 42.000 bảng Anh một năm, và thậm chí là có thể lên đến 60.000 bảng Anh một năm cho những cái ứng viên mà có kỹ năng quốc tế. Tuy nhiên thì chị vẫn nhận được rất nhiều những cái chia sẻ của các bạn sinh viên là dù có nộp đến hàng chục hồ sơ thì vẫn rất khó để qua đến vòng phỏng vấn. Vậy thì câu hỏi đặt ra ở đây là xu thế ngành tài chính hiện nay thì đang như thế nào, và các bạn sinh viên ngành tài chính thì cần trang bị những cái kỹ năng gì, hay là chọn lộ trình học tập như thế nào để có thể vừa tốt nghiệp mình có thể được săn đón cả trong thị trường Việt Nam và thị trường quốc tế, phải không ạ? Vậy thì để các bạn có cái nhìn rõ nét hơn thì ngày hôm nay Index đã mời đến workshop của chúng ta 3 diễn giả rất là đặc biệt. Thứ nhất thì xin được giới thiệu Dr. Thang Ho, CFA Charter Holder, Assistant Professor in Finance, University of Bradford. Tiếp theo là Mr. Sok Heng Ok, Chevening Scholar 2024, MSc Fintech, University of Bradford. Học giả Chevening của chúng ta hôm nay đang có một chút việc nên là sẽ tham gia sau.
Bạn có cho rồi em ạ.
Thế thì hôm nay chúng ta đã có sự tham gia đầy đủ của 3 diễn giả rồi. Tiếp theo đến diễn giả cuối cùng sẽ là Miss Annie Phạm, UK International Recruitment Officer, University of Bradford. Và thầy Thắng và chị Annie ơi, mọi người có thể gửi lời chào đến tất cả các bạn sinh viên đang tham gia buổi workshop ngày hôm nay được không ạ? And Mr. Stockham, could you please say hello and introduce yourself directly to the student here?
Xin chào everyone, I'm Stockham, a Chevening Scholar 24-25, and I just come back from the UK completing my degree in financial technology. It's good to see everyone here today, and hopefully you have a lot of questions right after the sessions. Thank you, Thanh, Annie, and Dr. Thang Ho.
Very good. Well done, Song Ken, for saying hello in Vietnamese. That's brilliant. You impressed me already. Hello, everyone. My name is Annie. I am the International Recruitment Officer at the University of Bradford. As we have a speaker who's not from Vietnam today, so I hope it's okay for us to also speak in English as well, so everyone can understand. But during the session, me and Dr. Thang can also sometimes summarize the idea in Vietnamese as well to make sure that everyone understands. So hope that's okay. But about me, so I'm Annie Phạm, and I'm currently living in the UK, work for the University of Bradford in the international office. But I also cover Southeast Asia as well, so sometimes travel to Vietnam and Southeast Asia. So very happy to be here, and hopefully we'll have a great session today. Okay, over to you, Dr. Thang.
Yes. So good morning, everyone. So, my name is Thang Ho, lecturer in finance, assistant professor in finance from the University of Bradford School of Management. I work here since 2022, and yeah, maybe we move on, and we hope that we have a great meeting today. Yeah, happy to answer any question from you as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. Và chúng ta sẽ cùng đến với phần tiếp theo của chương trình. Và trước khi đến với phần tiếp theo thì chị sẽ giới thiệu qua cho các bạn về agenda buổi workshop để mọi người có thể tiện theo dõi hơn nha. Về phần 1 thì chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau tìm hiểu những cái xu thế và kỹ năng cần thiết trong ngành finance. Đến phần 2 thì chúng ta sẽ cùng khám phá University of Bradford, điểm đến lý tưởng để học tài chính và kế toán. Và phần 3 thì chúng ta sẽ cùng lắng nghe chia sẻ từ học giả học bổng Chevening 2024 ngành fintech. Sau đó thì chúng ta sẽ có một phần Q&A để giải đáp trực tiếp các thắc mắc của các bạn. Vì vậy mà trong quá trình lắng nghe các diễn giả thì nếu như có thắc mắc gì thì các bạn có thể comment trực tiếp vào box chat, và đến cuối chương trình thì chị sẽ giúp các bạn đọc câu hỏi nha. Ok, và không để các bạn chờ lâu hơn nữa thì ngay sau đây chúng ta sẽ cùng đến với phần chia sẻ của Dr. Thắng Hồ để hiểu hơn về ngành tài chính. Và chị Annie ơi, tiếp theo thì em xin phép nhờ chị sẽ đồng hành cùng các bạn trong phần chính của chương trình và kết nối trực tiếp với các bạn này.
Cảm ơn em.
Okay. So let me share my screen. I'm not sure if I said the correct screen or not. Can you check?
I can see two screens.
Two screens.
Yeah, so I can see the present one and the next one.
Okay.
Can you open it on the presentation mode, please?
Presentation mode.
Yeah, like you did earlier. Yeah. Oh, looks like it's only pick up the other screen. Okay, I think I can see. Yeah, we can see the whole screen now.
Yeah, you can help see the whole screen, right?
Yeah, good. Yeah. Okay, lovely.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Oh, it's good afternoon in Vietnam. Thank you very much for giving me a chance to be here to give a talk about the contemporary issue with finance investment and about the job prospect with the finance and investment degree. Sure. I want to introduce a little bit about myself. My name is Thang Ho. I'm assistant professor or lecturer in finance at the University of Bradford. I complete my PhD degree in finance from Lancaster University. Before my PhD studies, I have 1 year that I worked as an investment analyst in a private equity fund. Along the way, I also passed all the 3 level CFA programs consecutively in my first attempt over 2014 to 2016, and that was a challenging but rewarding journey. So in today's sections, we're going to cover 4 key areas. So the first thing I want to talk about the contemporary issues or the rising trends in finance investment. Then we're going to talk about the career prospect in the finance industry, and then about the knowledge and the skills required to succeed in the job market, and then a little bit about the UK job market, especially the opportunities for international students. So my aim is to give you a practical overview of how the world finance is evolving and how you can prepare yourself for it. So I think because some of the audience here may not have the prior knowledge of finance, so I just want to give a quick definition of finance, investment, and accounting. So finance is about managing the monies, so which is how individuals, companies, and government raise or allocate and use the money. So for example, if you have a business ideas or a project ideas, you need to decide whether the project is profitable or not. And it maybe based on your analysis, the forecasted future cash flows, and also the risk involved as well. So this is capital budgeting. And after you have the business decisions, the project decision, then you need to think about how to raise the money to finance that idea in the way that maximize the value of your business. Investment is a key part of finance, deciding where to put the money today, such as in stock, bonds, real estate, projects, or even startup to create future value. So investment require you to be sensitive to information. You need to aggregate and analyze the information. So that can be done for one particular companies, or you can analyze the whole market to create a portfolio systematically. Accounting is more about recording and reporting what happened to the money through the final statement, through the auditing, or through compliance like tax reporting. But the thing is, it's important to know that different companies use different accounting principles to make different accounting principles. So in order to compare between different companies to make the investment decision, you need to adjust the financial statement so that you can compare between different companies. So accounting knowledge is kind of important for analyzing the financial statement. So together, finance, investment, accounting derive the business growth and innovation for an efficient market and for the economy. The right money should go to the right projects, while bad projects should not be financed. So this support the economic development. So think about the foundation of finance. Basically, the foundation of finance, the fundamental of finance remain the same. That include the risk, returns, the valuation, the decision making. But these principles have guided the field of finance for decades. However, the foundation remain the same, but the environment around them is constantly changing. Think about the risk. For example, like 30 years ago, we were not thinking about climate change risk. However, today, these are critical. Now, valuation now incorporate not only the cash flow and profit, but also factoring in the ESG consideration as well, the climate change risk, and also like geopolitical risk as well. So for finance professors, professionals, it's not about knowing the formula, but it's about adapting these principles to the changing environment. And the three big forces that are shaping the finance today. The first is technology, the AI, artificial intelligence, finance technology, that transforming how the transactions are executed and how the data is analyzed. Second is sustainability, ESG considerations. ESG stands for environmental, social, and governance factor. So something related to the corporate social responsibilities. So ESG now they are becoming central to investment decisions. And another thing is global challenges like political risk or geopolitical risk. They affect the market everywhere. So let me go a little bit deeper into the rising trends in finance. So one of the most important change movement that we are seeing the move to sustainable finance or responsible investing. So based on like the global research in the from HSBC in 2023, more than $30 trillion, accounting for more than 30% of asset under management globally, is invested in sustainable assets, such as like green companies, something like that. And we can see that large investors like BlackRock or Vanguard, they are increasingly investing in ESG focused portfolio. And many research studies recently try to answer if sustainable investment or responsible investment generate better return or not. Another things maybe related to accounting is about reporting and disclose reporting practice related to the ESGs. Now that kind of corporate social responsibility, responsibility reporting now is become mandatory in some country, but for some countries still voluntary. And many countries, many companies are now rated by the carbon footprint, by the diversity, and so on. So the question is, do the companies may involve in greenwashing or not? Yes, that is another topic in finance accounting recently. On the financing side, we can see that many companies issue green bond to fund renewable energy projects. So overall, the activities they are becoming mainstream finance. And you can see that the numbers speak for themselves. In the job market for sustainable finance increased significantly, like in so in banking, in asset management and consulting sector, and the banks and asset management firms are now looking for the analysts who understand ESG, which means that students who develop expertise in this area will have a competitive advantage in the job market. So another mega trend is data. So financial market generate massive amount of data every second. So big data help us to identify the patterns, to forecast the risk, and to make more informed investment decisions. So it's not just about crunching numbers, but more about interpreting the results, visualizing the trends, and linking the insight into the investment of financial strategies. So these skills make the professionals stand out because they connect the technical knowledge with the business relevant. And you can see that the big data roles are among the fastest growing job in the UK, and the demand will grow significantly by 2030. And that means combining the financial knowledge with the data analytic skills, like tools like Python or MATLAB, will open up huge opportunities. Yes, AI is another game changer. Sorry, I cannot hear.
I think someone just unmuted themselves, but they are muted now. We can carry on.
Okay. So AI is another game changer in trading. Hedge fund use machine learning and AI-driven model for high-frequency trading decisions. And in risk management, central banks and insurance companies use predictive analytics to detect systematic risk and fraud. And the customer service is also being transformed. Robot advisor provide investment advice to retail investor, while banks like HSBC they deploy AI chatbot for consumer or customer support. So the lesson is clear: AI is not just a technology story now; it's shaping the roles and the opportunities available in finance. So even the emerging markets like Vietnam, AI and data analytics are transforming the industry. The banks are using AI for credit scoring. Retailers like Tiki are using it for product recommendations, and the healthcare providers are using it for maybe disease diagnostics. So as AI take over the routine tasks like data entry, transaction processing, the human roles in finance are also changing. It doesn't mean that the fewer opportunities, it means maybe different opportunities, and maybe it's more competitive as well. Now, human will focus more on strategic judgment, like financial planning, investment strategies, and risk assessment. And creativities also matter more, maybe including designing innovative financial products and the solutions. Also, about ethical oversight, we need people to judge whether AI-driven decisions remain fair, transparent, or compliant with the regulation or not. So I think that AI is not replacing human, but accepting what humans do. So the key takeaway, the one thing that I want you to remember, that the world finance is evolving, but the fundamental still matter. So technology, sustainability, data analysis are shaping the future, but without a deep understanding of the valuation, the risk, and the market, the technology alone is not enough. So the real winner will be the one that can combine the solid financial knowledge with the new skills in data, AI, and sustainability. Just want to bring in my personal journey. Back in 2016, I worked as a financial work as a buy-side investment analyst in a private equity fund in Vietnam. So one case I worked on was valuing an electric bike and motorbike companies. So of course we look at the internal financial statement of that company, but that was not enough. So many internal financial statements that they provide are usually misleading. So we have to think about broader factor like the market potential for electric vehicles in Vietnam, the consumer adoption behaviors, and the government policies on green transportation as well. So in fact, we look closely at the Chinese China experience, how the Chinese government supported the EVs, and use that as a benchmark to forecast what may happen in Vietnam. This is back in 2016. And the case, so that doing proper investment analysis required broad toolkits, unit valuations, and financial modeling skills, unit economics and market forecasting. And for the EV market, you need to understand the ESG and sustainability issues, because the government policy and the environmental concern can make or break an investment. And on a practical level, as a buy-side analyst, I can tell that Excel's financial modeling is very important. So the key takeaway for students, finance in the real world is not just about numbers, it's about connecting the financial theories, the economic trends, the government policy, the ESG factor, maybe bring all of them into your models, like this called cash flow model, the DCF model, to make an informed investment decision. So what does it mean for your career? I will talk about the industry career and also the academic careers like me as well. So for the industry careers, with a finance accounting degree, you can pursue a variety of industry jobs. It could be a corporate finance or accounting division inside the firm, or sales side analyst, like in the investment banks or the research house, or the buy side analyst in private equity fund, hedge fund, and asset management companies, or in commercial banks that include risk management and credit scoring, and also some careers in accounting firm as well. Sorry. So if you work as the investment analyst, then some skills are very important. You need some technical skills like Excel financial modeling is very important. Financial statement analysis and valuation techniques, forecasting and quantitative knowledge, and also some professional qualification like CFA, ACCA will add strong credibilities. And another part is algorithmic trading or quant trading. So with this role, maybe they're going to require big data analytics, coding and programming like Python or MATLAB, and you need some skills about forecasting and machine learning. And some advanced quantitative skills. Yeah, there's some job posting that related to finance, and these are the skills that they require. Of course, it's not just about the technical. It's not just about the technical skills, but also the employers also value soft skills. Like this include communication skills. Many students ask me that they are worried about their English. But the thing is, UK is a multicultural country, and you don't need perfect English. Understanding is more important. And but you do need to be able to talk technical and convey your idea clearly to colleague, client, and the managers. So this slide is about matching your strength with the right finance career. So on the horizontal line is the technical skills like financial modeling, data analysis, coding, programming, and the vertical line about the soft skills like communication skill, client management. So if you are strong in soft skills, maybe careers like consulting may be a good fit. And if you are strong in technical skill but weak in soft skill, maybe equity research or quantitative trading traders may be more suitable for you. And some job like investment banking division, they may require both soft skill and technical skill. And for those of you that consider further studies, a PhD can open the door to academic careers. So the skill set is a bit different, that you will need advanced data analysis and programming, innovative and logical thinking, and the ability to decide the research and evaluate the evidence, critically evaluate the evidence. And also clear writing and communications are also very important, because publishing research is a key part of academic career. Yeah, so now let's turn to the UK job market. London is one of the top global financial center that offering roles across investment banking that include merger and acquisitions, trading and research, also include the asset management that cover mutual fund, hedge fund, pension fund, You can work in private equity or venture capital fund. Also, you have the finance technology and digital banking. Also, some firms about accounting and auditing. So the opportunities here are diverse, but they are highly competitive. So, which is why preparation is the key. So it's important to be realistic here. The UK job market in finance is very competitive. So large firm, they receive 1,000 applications every year, and only small number of candidates can succeed. But still, many international students do secure the job with preparation, persistence, and the right skills. So many top companies like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Barclays, they recruit employees through a graduate scheme. So this scheme usually open in the late summer or autumn, with the deadlines around November or December for the role starting the following September. And the process a competitive and multi-stages. This include online application. Then you're going to have the psychometric test, numerical test, video interview, and then some group exercise and further interview as well. So the success require early preparation and resilience as well. So my advice for students: be patient and persistent. So it's very normal to face many rejections before success, and you need to apply broadly. Don't limit yourself only one or two companies. Apply to as many as possible to maximize your chances. But you need to personalize your CV as well. And don't be disappointed if you get the rejection. So every rejection is an opportunity to improve for the next application. And you need to use the university support that include the career service, alumni network, workshop that can help you prepare. And don't limit yourself. Maybe try to apply for the internship, try to build up your skills as possible. So the key takeaway is that the UK finance job market is competitive, but not impossible. So with strong skills and preparation, resilience, students can find excellent opportunities in the UK. So that's all for my section about finance and the issue in finance currently. So happy to answer any question maybe at the end of the section.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thì các bạn đã thấy là anh Thắng đã đưa ra một cái phần nội dung rất là bổ ích cho chúng ta, là từ việc phân tích những cái xu hướng đang lên trong thế giới tài chính như là ESG, tài chính xanh, rồi phân tích dữ liệu trong tài chính và AI, và các ngân hàng, các công ty tài chính đang sử dụng ngày càng nhiều hơn những cái công cụ này. Thì cái nhu cầu tuyển dụng những người mà có cái kiến thức, có cái kỹ năng trong lĩnh vực này cũng tăng lên. Để nắm được cái xu hướng đó thì cũng sẽ là một yếu tố rất là quan trọng để giúp các bạn, nếu mà đặc biệt là các bạn nhắm đến những cái cơ hội làm việc ở UK, thì đây cũng là một cái điểm mạnh để lựa chọn được khóa học phù hợp. Thế thì bây giờ chị sẽ chuyển đến phần là giới thiệu về những cái khóa học về tài chính accounting của University of Bradford và những cái nét nổi bật support của trường để có thể giúp bạn đáp ứng được những cái nhu cầu tuyển dụng khắt khe như vậy ở UK. Xin phép và chị sẽ lại chuyển sang tiếng Anh để present cái phần này để tất cả mọi người, bạn Chevening cũng có thể hiểu được. So I'm just gonna share my screen quickly. helps prepare students for the career in finance and accounting. Okay, firstly, maybe it's just a very short introduction about the business school at the University of Bradford. So the University of Bradford is generally ranked 47 in the UK, out of nearly 150 different universities in the UK, according to QS World Rankings. But in terms of business, we are in top 1% business schools globally with triple accreditations. So why we talk about triple accreditations? They are the highest, most prestigious professional bodies for business school that assess very important criteria like the course content, the curriculum, the industry network, the employment outcomes of our graduates. Very difficult to get accredited by them. And in the UK, only 27 business schools are triple accredited, and most of them are in Russell Group University, Intensive Research University. Only 6-7 younger universities are in this group, and Bradford is one of them. So we have very strong kind of position in business education. And also we are like #1 in the UK, in the world actually, for MBA, top 15 in the UK for the percentage of graduates becoming CEO, director, having high position in companies. Okay, and just quick examples of some of our recent alumni, and actually alumni from Vietnam who studied finance at Bradford before, and he's currently associate director at one of the big 4 accounting firms, Deloitte, but head office in Singapore, and he has extensive experience in also KPMG, with KPMG in Vietnam, Japan, Singapore as well. And another recent alumnus MBA is currently also a hotel manager for Landmark 81 in Ho Chi Minh. So just want to share with you some examples of our successful alumni. Here are the courses that we provide at the School of Management. So we offer a range of courses from marketing, business to finance, accounting, especially to finance and accounting. We have quite a few different choices. If you are interested in finance or investment, like Dr. Thang, I think his expertise is quite in like finance and investment. Or if you are interested in like more accounting, combined accounting and finance, we have the 2 courses, finance, accounting and management, or international accounting and finance. Or you may be interested in the rising trend, fintech, and I know Song Kang will be able to share with you in more details about this course as well. So a lot of choices. But also if you are interested in data analytics and using applied AI, we have that course as well. And with this course, it's not just only in finance. You learn about using data analytics skills and expertise in a range of different fields. You can apply it to finance, to business, to marketing. So that course actually is open to people in many different fields to utilize the rising trend in AI and data analytics. The difference in Bradford teaching is that we are very much practical. We have a strong links with the industry in terms of curriculum. Our course content is very practical. It's very close to what you see, you experience in the real industry. So you will be able to use Bloomberg Trading Room if you study finance or accounting or investment. You will have also data analytics lab on campus, sponsored by Amazon to use when you learn about AI data analytics. So it's very modern equipment and software for students. to make sure that they can use the new innovative knowledge. And we do have a lot of group work and simulation exercise where you can work on real world business or finance projects. So you can apply theory into practice, like balance it very well. Also, regards to the finance accounting programs in particular, our course modules have very strong ACCA exemptions because we cover many foundation knowledge in accounting. So you will benefit from quite a lot of exemption in ACCA, and you will also our programs is very balanced between theory, financial theory, and practice. So you will learn some key skills that employers require, like Dr. Thang mentioned earlier: quantitative, Excel, financial modeling, machine learning, AI in finance, asset pricing. And also, when you look at our maybe course page on the website, you will be able to see the whole modules and many optional modules that you can choose to tailor your studies. So if you plan to maybe work in corporate, later work in the finance or accounting division in a firm, you can learn more, you choose more modules related, for example, corporate finance. But if you want to do maybe more in like risk management, to later work as a risk analyst, for example, in a bank, yeah, you can choose relevant modules that way as well. So it's very flexible because we have experts like professors who teach and study in different fields to be able to offer different modules for students. And also very strong support structure. So each student will be allocated with one tutor, one academic tutor. So apart from lecture, apart from seminars, the lab session, you will also have a tutorial session where you have small group of students and get more kind of one-to-one support from your tutors. I know Thang also, like every week or something, he will also have a tutorial session to support students more as well. So that's how we do better than some university where they have a lot of students and they won't be able to have this kind of tutorial support for students, but we do. And also we have study abroad exchange options. You can choose to do one module or summer program in Europe, in some other countries, even in America, and the university will provide funding for you to do that as well, to cover your flights, your accommodation, if you choose to do so. Okay. In addition, we have a very unique career booster program, and this is the key to help students prepare for their career. So as Dr. Thang mentioned earlier about the job market and the requirements that you see, that the graduate scheme, they have a lot of rounds, application interviews, psychometric tests, like more interview, group assessments. So that's what our career booster program prepares students for. So in this program is delivered twice a year in November and February. So through usually there are about 50 different master classes in 3 key themes. One is professional training. So we have people from maybe companies or from professional bodies to come here, provide professional training for students in areas like marketing, accounting. SAS is a leading company in data analytics, so they can come to do professional training for our students as well, and students may get professional certificate if they pass the test. And usually, if you do this outside of university, you may have to pay maybe £2,000-3,000 for a short course like this, but this is offered for our students, included in the cost. And then another option, another theme is to help students prepare for the recruitment process. So things like psychometric tests that Thang mentioned earlier, we do cover that here to help students prepare. Group interview, mock interview, we offer for students. Application CV, we do help students to prepare that from very early. And then another, the last topic is about the transferable skills that you see in the job post. Many companies ask for, communication, and they ask for project management, teamwork. It sounds easy, but actually when you are in an interview, you are in an assessment center, it's not that simple to demonstrate it. So you need to know, and you need to be able to master it, actually to demonstrate in the interview that you have good communication skills. So that's what we're gonna help to prepare students for in this program. And it's all free and included for students. In addition, we have career service team. So the career service team is a independent team that have about 20 people, have different career counselors who will who have expertise in different field. So like we have 3 counselors for each faculty, and then 2 counselors just for international students to help them prepare for CV, job application, and also organize a lot of career fairs throughout the year for a lot of career fairs with different companies, accounting, finance, banks come to our career fairs every year to talk about their recruitment process and opportunities. And this support stay with students 5 years later after you graduate. Yeah, so you can utilize, make the best use of them while you are studying, but also after you graduate as well. Okay, maybe I just I'm mindful of the time, so I just maybe talk very briefly about this. There are many opportunities for students to also develop their soft skills, and here are some of them. And University of Bradford do have a lot of activities to help you, like part-time work. We support you to find volunteering, a lot of our volunteering opportunities, although it's unpaid, but it will help you significantly improve the soft skills, communication, teamwork, project management, very important. And usually with volunteering, you can work with many organizations in the UK. And that will improve the knowledge, the skills for you greatly as well. But also, university will have societies and clubs for students, like to join and improve your confidence, your communication. And earlier I mentioned about the placement opportunities. So here are further details. So this offer for both undergraduate and postgraduate students, master students can also join this placement opportunities abroad. So we really encourage students to do this, and we provide funding for them to join many different placement and summer programs abroad as well. Last summer, many students have been to America, Europe, Croatia, even Vietnam, and then some Vietnamese students have been to Africa, Korea, China, and they all have been funded to do this. And that will make your CV stand out as well, where you can also demonstrate your resilience, your confidence, international experience. All employers will love this. Okay, yes, maybe a very quick view of our campus. So here's the campus. We are also quite an old university, established in 1832, but the campus looks quite modern. All the schools are located in one place with student central libraries right in the center of the campus, and student accommodation also just right on campus, like 3 minutes, 4 minutes walk to classes. So very easy, convenient, and safe for students to navigate and study here, but also just 6 minute, 5 minute walk to the city center so that you can enjoy studying here, but also walk down to the town center for shopping, for eating as well. Okay, so maybe a little bit of information about the student life, and then we can move on to our Chevening scholar to hear about his experience. So at Bradford, we are a kind of medium-sized university, not too big. We have about nearly 14,000 students currently studying on campus. So not too big, but we have students coming from about 120 different countries in the world. So it's quite diverse, and everyone is very friendly. We have a lot of events and activities for students to join. You can see like the picture here is our welcome party for international students in the City Hall. And if you look closely, you will see our Chevening scholar right here. He's there. And then we have like the Tet Lunar New Year celebration last year when our Vietnamese student organized a very big one for international students. So something like that, even simple like that, can also help you to improve your soft skills, and you can show that, demonstrate that with employers, and also have fun while you're studying. Okay. Yeah, a lot of other sport and societies on campus to join as well. And I think that's the best way you make friends on campus. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a better idea about the university, what we offer. Now moving on to our Chevening scholar. Hi, Somkeng.
Hi, Annie.
Thank, thank you very much for being here. I know you're very busy, you're back to work, but thank you very much. Appreciate your presence here. Yeah, maybe first of all, as you are a Chevening scholar, wonderful. You could choose any university to study. Why did you choose the University of Bradford to study the MSc Finance? MSc FinTech.
Oh, well, thanks for the question. I think this is the most frequently asked question for me before going to the UK, in the UK, and even after coming back to the UK. I also got asked the same question during my interview with Chevening Committee. They asked me why Bradford or the University of Bradford is the option. And I told them the University of Bradford is never an option, but it's a choice. Because during my interaction with them, everyone in Bradford is quite supportive. From my application or the query for the course module and the accommodation, they are very supportive and prompt and replies. So when I look into a university, I'm not looking for a degree only. Like if we compare the degree or the credential, of course, Bradford University of Bradford is one of the top one university in business. But beyond the degree or credential, it's more on the exposure, the network, and the experience I will gain during the 1 year degree in the UK. So this is why what I'm looking for back there is actually what I experienced in Bradford. And if you see the collections of how the photos is put nicely by Annie here, you can see the variety of activity that we've done. And Annie have covered pretty much everything that I experienced. Second one, it would be the location of the university itself. Bradford is sitting right in the center of England and the UK. So wherever you are, it's just one train away. So it's easier to experience the whether it's conference, whether it's cultural site, it's just next to your doorstep. Then I think lastly, it would be the diversity in the university. The students there, everyone you met or you will meet are coming from every corner of the world. So this is the exposure that you will experience, and that's how you gain the soft skill, which is essential for your career development later.
Thank you very much for the answer. And I can see some of the very interesting experience here, like you attended the FinTech event, you have summer program in China, and also you enjoy a lot of different societies, student events. How about that? How did you feel?
So if we go right to the second level, you see the Northern FinTech events. So on top of the academic life or the course, the lecture you receive inside the campus, you also gain the experience to expose on of these professional networking events where you connect with the startup founder, the big corporates who are sharing their niche area and purpose. In, for example, in my career, it's more on driving financial inclusion. So this is the opportunity for every student to expose in the actual working environment and network. Also on the right hand side, the summer program in China. This is the touring scheme that Annie briefed earlier. It's this like fully sponsored program where you can participate. And just now I received an email that there are around 300 placements for this year. So if you are going there this year, definitely it's your opportunity to be a part of it. It's either Asia, Europe. My friend went to Europe for their a summer program in Netherlands, and the others went to Africa in the humanitarian study. So all of this activity, it's more than a degree that you get from University of Bradford. And you also have around 100 society or the student club where you can participate beside the classroom, hiking, biking, or doing other charity events where you can network and socialize with friends all around the world.
Thank you very much. And I definitely think all of this experience will kind of not just make you enjoy your study, but also really will help you improve different skills, make you feel more confident when you communicate with pupils later on as well. Okay, thank you very much about the experience. Now I think the most wanted session where people want to hear more about your Chevening application journey. I think we already have a question about the application, the Chevening application as well. So maybe should we hear from you about your application journey first, and then we answer the question?
Right. Chevening scholarship is quite intensive and competitive in a sense because the success rate is only 1% or 2%. So if you are looking for a degree in the UK, it's easier to put that you need to beat 99 other candidates among 100 to get in. So Chevening scholarship itself is looking for a young and potential leader. So if you identify as a potential leader, in which I believe everyone is, have a bold dream in making the change and a strong networking skill, I think you are the right one. So the things about Chevening scholarship is that I would say try to reflect back on what you are doing now and relate back to how UK and Vietnam is collaborating in terms of developments. How can you benefit from the program while at the same time giving your input in order to make changes in your community. So in my areas of expertise is basically in finance and technology. And this is what exactly I've done for 6 years in Cambodia, and what I'm also doing currently, working with the banks and other financial institutions to try financial inclusion. So if you are applying for the Chevening scholarship now, or would like to apply for the next year, I think first one is to look into your leadership experience, pick it up 1 or 2, make it impactful, measure it in a quantified way so that it's easier to measure for the reviewer. And I think prepare, do a lot of research about Chevening or the programs that the UK or the British Embassy is doing in your own country.
Can I ask, like, in your application, what did you say about how you can benefit the communities with the degree in fintech?
Well, my purpose is basically to try financial inclusion in Cambodia. So fintech is a sort of a input for me to drive the changes here, because if we're looking into financial technology course that provided by the University of Bradford, it's not just theoretical or financial knowledge. It's a blend between theory and the practice, just like you said earlier. In each module, you will learn about how for example, the course I've been doing with Professor Thang Ho here in Bradford is quantitative finance. It's a stepping stone for me to learn more about machine learning later in the next semester. So in addition to the module or the lecture you receive in class, you will got another session which is practical, and it's based on tutorial. And this is why my final project is basically to predict the non-performing loan in Cambodia, which is relevant and timely during this time after COVID, where NPL is at its highest for the past decade. So all of this degree, all of this knowledge and skill that I have gained from the degree itself, it's basically what I have presented to the management team here on how we could tailor our business portfolio to avoid or minimize the non-performing loan, basically lower the risk in terms of credit growth.
Sorry, I was muted. Brilliant. Thank you very much. I think we could go to some of the questions now. So there are a few questions about the Chevening application. So maybe we ask that why you're here. So Chuk Ho asked a question that she's looking for career in finance and considered to apply for Chevening. She graduated with a accounting auditing degree, and she's working for an accounting firm, one of the big four. She also pursuing CPA Australia and hopefully completed in 2.5 years. So she asking, will it be possible? Is it easy to apply for Chevening scholarship with her degree and experience, I guess? And when should I apply?
I would say Chevening is not aiming for one or any particular field or anyone from any particular organization. So this is the best part about Chevening, whether you are sitting in the governmental organization, private sector, or just doing your own startup, whether it's in finance field or just probably doing all the logistic and supply chain, everyone got the same chance of applying for Chevening. The most important point is basically to understand why are you doing what the degree you are doing, and then link it to your professional growth and social development. So that's the main part. There's no requirement that you cannot do another degree after completing one master degree. If you are doing or already having one master degree, I would say it's the best one, because you already have the background of knowledge and you will nail your degree in the University of Bradford because you are 2 steps ahead of others. So that's a plus one, the plus point for you.
Thank you. Next, we have a question about living costs in Bradford.
Wow, that's a very, I should have highlighted upfront actually, because comparing to other cities, Bradford is quite affordable. When I said affordable, it's really, really affordable. Or in a bad word, it's just like it's cheap in a way that you can spend for like £5, £10 for a meal, decent meal, where you hardly can spend that much in other main city.
Yeah.
The living cost is also low.
To be fair, we are rated #1 most affordable city for students accommodation.
Right.
So in fact, so our student accommodation rate from £75 to £85 per week, including all bills. So it's about, you're looking at maybe £300 to £400 per week, per month, sorry.
Right.
Including everything, and that's really cheap in the UK. And I'm talking about the high quality student accommodation. You probably can't get that rent anywhere else in the UK. Big cities like Manchester probably have to pay double or to triple that price in Manchester or London. Maybe I translate. I don't know if I need to translate this in Vietnamese, which the student understand. Chi phí sinh hoạt ở Bradford thì rất là hợp lý, được xếp hạng là thành phố có chi phí sinh hoạt hợp lý nhất ở UK, và cái đặc biệt là về tiền thuê nhà tính trong ký túc xá của trường thì nó chỉ vào khoảng 75 bảng cho đến 85 bảng tùy loại phòng một tuần, tức là khoảng 3 đến 400 bảng một tháng, và bao gồm tất cả điện nước, internet và accommodation thì ngay trong khuôn viên của trường, rất là đẹp và mới, và đặc biệt là mọi người sẽ có cơ hội được sống và tương tác với các bạn sinh viên quốc tế khác, cho nên là mình sẽ dần dần sẽ cũng tự tin hòa nhập nhanh hơn là thay vì là chỉ sống cùng một group với các bạn người Việt, thì đó cũng là một điểm mà mình có thể cân nhắc. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Annie, for your meaningful sharing. And I also have a question for Dr. Thang Ho here. In Vietnam, how valuable are international certificates like CFA or finance students? And if a new graduate has CFA, how are his or her career opportunity different from other students? Yeah, Dr. Thang Ho, can you answer this question for the student?
You want to speak in English or Vietnamese? Actually, CFA, if you have the CFA level 1 or level 2 in your CV, it's add a lot of credibility. In the UK, usually student with the CFA level 1 will have the competitive advantage. But the thing is, in the UK, they require more about you need to go over several routes, like during the application, like numerical tests, psychometric tests, and like interviews. And then after, during the course of working, then you will study for the CFA level 2. In Vietnam, I should know that many students in Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi, they study CFA a lot. So that means the market for the CFA is more competitive. So many students, they can get the CFA level 2 like 1 year after graduations. So maybe for the firms, so for career in like investment companies, then maybe CFA level 2 will add a lot of credibility in Vietnam, because I think the market are kind of competitive. But I think besides CFA, you also need financial modeling. Excel financial modeling, that is something that not covered in the CA program. So yes, of course, that if you have the CFA in your CV, like CFA level 2 in your CV, this will add a lot of credibility. And usually with the CFA, you can go for like buy side investment analyst, like in venture capital or private equity or even hedge fund. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Và trong quá trình mà các bạn đăng ký tham gia sự kiện thì em cũng du học Index cũng đã nhận được về rất nhiều các câu hỏi, thì em sẽ xin phép là thay mặt các bạn đặt câu hỏi cho các diễn giả. Em muốn hỏi chị Annie là nếu GPA của em không quá cao nhưng mà em đang cố gắng tích lũy kinh nghiệm hoạt động ngoại khóa thì có cơ hội giành học bổng của trường không ạ?
Chị cũng quên mất là không có thêm một slide về học bổng của trường ở đây. Thì hiện giờ có hai cái hình thức học bổng của trường. Trường cho kỳ tháng 1 thì trường có offer cái học bổng là 5.000 bảng cho sinh viên Việt Nam, chỉ cần là bạn đáp ứng được cái yêu cầu đầu vào, tức là IELTS từ 6.0 trở lên, và điểm GPA tùy từng môn học nhé, nhưng mà từ từng khóa học trung bình thì là khoảng 6.5 trở lên, là bạn có thể học được cái học bổng 5.000 bảng rồi. Và đặc biệt là nếu mà bạn học cái kỳ nhập học tháng 1 này thì sẽ có thêm một cái mức discount 500 bảng nữa cho những bạn nhập học kỳ tháng 1, với yêu cầu là bạn tham gia một cái masterclass online của trường vào khoảng hình như là tháng 11. Thì những bạn mà có offer gọi là offer holder thì chắc chắn là sẽ được mời đến cái masterclass này, và chỉ cần các bạn tham dự vào cái masterclass là các bạn sẽ tham gia cái hoạt động đấy, thì bạn sẽ được thêm cái học bổng 500 bảng nữa cộng với cái 5.000 bảng kia. Còn có một học bổng cạnh tranh nữa là học bổng grade 10.000 bảng. Tuy nhiên học bổng này thì lại là chỉ available vào tháng 9, thì tháng 9. Thì học bổng này ví dụ như tháng 9 năm sau thì các bạn lại còn được cộng gộp với cái học bổng 5.000 kia đấy. Thì cái đấy thì nó lại cạnh tranh, cái học bổng đấy thì lại cạnh tranh và rất là ít suất, thì nó sẽ dựa trên có cả dựa trên cái combined GPA của bạn, rồi kinh nghiệm làm việc và cái bài luận học bổng, là mình chứng tỏ được là mình xứng đáng như thế nào, và mình sẽ benefit cộng đồng như thế nào với cái bằng của mình, cái kiến thức học từ trường của mình có thể mang lại lợi ích gì cho cộng đồng hoặc là cho nơi mà mình đang làm việc. Thì nói chung là học bổng cạnh tranh thì sẽ không guarantee, sẽ thường là xét từ trên xuống, bạn nào mà tốt nhất thì mình sẽ được.
Vâng ạ, em cảm ơn chị Annie ạ. Thì không biết là các bạn tham gia offline ở đây có câu hỏi gì muốn đặt cho ba diễn giả của chúng ta không? Ok ạ.
We have a question about Chevening. How early should students start preparing for Chevening if they want to apply for finance-related courses?
This question is to
yes,
the
for you.
application. I think as early as possible, but to be eligible to apply for Chevening, you need 2 years of working experience right after graduation. So if you are graduating from your bachelor degree this year or last year, you can start looking at it now. And if you already have 2-year experience after your graduation, which was in 2023, and then you are eligible to apply. So I think the advice would be to prepare by looking at the question and what it takes to apply. Either your work experience, your personal journey in terms of financial career, and then map it with what degree you are doing at the University of Bradford. There's a variety of courses there, not only fintech, and then just I think try it for the applications. There's a lot of applicants who apply many times to get in. So if you got rejected the first time, don't lose hope, because You only need to experience it and then learn from the journey itself too.
Thank you very much. I think that's the key thing. Even with job application, you will get rejected. That's very common. But you will learn from your, not like failure. I will not call that failure. It's just experience that you will learn from it and make it better next time. Any questions? I think earlier we have a student offline here who's thinking about finance and accounting and not sure. Do you have any questions?
Okay.
Yeah, she's still thinking about it.
Yeah, here I see another question for our Chevening. And I studied fintech at university, but haven't really worked in the field. And after 2 years, I feel a bit rusty. So I would like to move back into finance or consulting and hopefully join a big corp. So what would you recommend as the first step?
Could you repeat the question again?
Can you turn on the mic?
He said, can you repeat the question again?
Yeah, I will repeat the question. I studied fintech at university, but I haven't really worked in the field. So after 2 years, I feel a bit rusty. So I would like to move into finance or consulting and hopefully join a big corp. So what would you recommend as the first step?
Well, it does not matter much actually about I believe it's more on the life purpose itself. What kind of career you find it more meaningful? What kind of course you want to make? In every field, I think the domain knowledge is one thing, but the second thing is also your interest and your passions. So not sure what you are doing now, but if you already did your degree in financial technology, try to find a way in which what is the part of finance that you are doing, and then lay out the plans. What is your ultimate goal in pursuing a degree or another degree in fintech or finance? Because it's more practical if you understand what you are doing and then know what you are going to do next, and then take this master degree as a stepping stone to achieve that ultimate dream or ultimate goal. My advice would be to access yourself first on what you are doing, your passions in what you are doing. It does not mean you need to be in finance because you did a finance degree.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I have another question for our Dr. Thang Ho. If I have studied finance for 3 to 4 years at the undergraduate level, so what will they teach in the master program?
Yeah, so the thing is, you will learn more advanced course in finance at the master level. It's more important is that you will learn more about practice. So it's not just about the theories, but more about the data analysis. For example, like in Bradford, we have Bloomberg. Actually, Bloomberg, many UK university invest in Bloomberg, but we have another database like Refinitiv that very important for the market research, that the student can practice with the database. So it's yeah, yes, you can apply some of the knowledge that you learn in the undergraduate to and then use the data to make the analysis, more informed decisions, and you're going to learn about coding, programming as well. It's very important if you work as a quant trader, something like that. Yeah, so and also during the master degree, the most important thing is the research. You will have a big research element in the program, so that research will be, yeah, it's like a dissertation, but it's I don't think it's very similar to the undergraduate dissertation. At the master level, you need to be a bit innovative and more critical in your research and yeah, so that is a bit different, but it's more advanced. I think it's more advanced about the data, about the research, and about critical thinking.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Dr. Thang Ho, Ms. Anifat, and Mr. Sokhem for all of your valuable answers. Và các bạn ơi, dù là còn rất nhiều những câu hỏi được gửi về, nhưng mà thời lượng chương trình có hạn, vậy nên là chị xin phép được kết thúc buổi workshop ngày hôm nay tại đây nha. Và nếu mà bạn nào vẫn muốn tìm hiểu thêm về UK hay là cơ hội học bổng và lắng nghe những cái chia sẻ trực tiếp từ các trường hay là các mentor dày dặn kinh nghiệm, thì đừng quên là ngày 30 tháng 10 sắp tới thì chúng ta sẽ có hẹn ở triển lãm du học quốc tế của Index tại Trường Đại học Kinh tế Quốc dân nha. Và cảm ơn các bạn đã dành thời gian để có thể tham dự cùng Index trong sự kiện ngày hôm nay, và hẹn mọi người trong những event cùng Index sắp tới nhé. Và các bạn tham dự online thì chúng mình có thể cùng bật camera lên để chúng ta chụp ảnh lưu niệm được không ạ? Mình sẽ nhờ ban tổ chức chụp ảnh lưu niệm giúp mọi người nha.
Songkang, we can have a group photo. Just want to translate what we're gonna do now. So we're gonna closing the session and have a group photo, smiling faces.
Sure
Okay.
thing. Thank you, Annie.
Thank you very much, Songkang, for being here and providing a lot of useful information for students.
You're welcome. I hope everyone here, or probably 70% of the participants here today, applying for Chevening this year or next year.
Yeah, hopefully we have some future Chevening scholar here.
Yeah. Bây giờ chị sẽ đếm 1, 2, 3 để chúng ta cùng nhau chụp một tấm ảnh lưu niệm nhé. Một cơ hội đặc biệt để được chụp ảnh với các diễn giả rất là đặc biệt ạ. 1, 2, 3. Xin cảm ơn tất cả các bạn và ba diễn giả đã dành thời gian để tham gia buổi workshop ngày hôm nay của Index ạ. Và Index xin chào.
Chào mọi người. Thank you, Songkang. Thank you, Thang.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
See you later.
See you. Bye bye.